On today's episode, we talk about Jungleland. He's Jay, I'm Alan, that's Ben.
3 bros with 3 opinions, all about a movie. This is Movie Jams.
Let's go.
We're gonna be good, Lion. I mean, I can see it. I can see our future when I close my eyes. Got it all laid out in front of us. We're not gonna lose.
So, Charlie Hunnam and his brother, they're poor as dirt. In the very beginning of the movie, they're squatting in a house.
Yeah, they live in a condemned house.
I thought it's basically it's a vacant house.
Yeah. You see him climb out the window.
Right.
Yeah.
And his brother was a professional boxer. Like, he was going to be a professional boxer. And then Charlie Hunnam screwed it up for him. He ruined it.
He was trying to bribe judges and stuff.
And that's
they took his license. He was going to be a Golden Glove boxer.
And that's the story of their life. His brother's great, like, prodigy boxer, and Charlie Hunnam is just this screw up. Always has good intentions. He's not doing it maliciously. Always has good intentions. He's just a screw up. Screw up at life.
But dad didn't want him. Mom died when they were young, so they only had each other. They were just stuck with each other no matter what.
Oh yeah, they're roaming around, and then they do some stupid bets. Well, Charlie Hunnam does some stupid bets, gets him into a bind, and then a girl gets involved.
You owe me money you don't have. I'm offering you an opportunity. Battle Royale for $100K. Take it to this address by this time next week, and Lion stays home to God.
You don't seem like a boxer to me.
What do you mean?
You haven't got that thing?
What thing? This thing? I don't walk around going like this to people.
Right, who's being like sex trafficked or something like that. That's what it seemed like. That's what they made it seem like for the first half of the movie. Right.
But it was something else. Right. But she kind of throws
a wrench into I guess Charlie Hunnam's character's name is Stan.
Right.
So she throws a wrench into Stan's plans, but basically falling or having Lion fall in love with her.
Yeah,
right.
Basically they need to take her out to Reno, Nevada to drop her off with some like gang member or family member or something like that. Yeah, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Yates.
And she's trying not to go back under any circumstance. So she's just trying to get anybody to fall in love with her. Like,
yeah, she's a master. She's a master manipulator.
Right.
And
work.
And Lion, Charlie Hunnam's brother, is easily manipulated.
He's got a terrible rat tail.
What?
Easily manipulated. Hey, you got a rat tail.
It's a lion's mane. It's not a rat tail.
Yeah, whatever.
That's where it gets its power from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That 3-inch little pencil there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But it's much more of a drama than it is anything.
Right.
And what did I say?
You called it.
That's exactly what we were afraid of. I thought
that's what we were afraid of.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more of a fighting movie with just a little bit of a twist.
Right.
But this was not. This was straight.
You could tell from the soundtrack, like it was very low and touchy.
And I thought that there'd be a little
too
more
much Mariah
of
Carey in the soundtrack.
Yeah. I thought there'd be more of like some gang stuff involved. I thought it would be a little darker. Yeah,
there was one scene.
Yeah,
and that was it.
I could kill you, but I'd never get a return on my investment.
We got one option. We fight.
Are we spoiling it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So when he comes in the end, and first of all, I was a little bitter at first when I thought that he was ditching his brother,
right,
and leaving with the girl, and his brother gets basically
called that too, and I'm like, oh my, it's gonna happen.
I was like, whoa, like worst brother ever.
Yeah,
like you can't, ditch your brother over some chick like Alan would do.
I wouldn't do that.
I kind of remember that YouTube was supposed to start a long time.
Yeah. So basically, he goes in the end. He actually comes back at the end and pops a couple of those gang members or wherever they are, and
casino goons.
Whatever they were, and I guess he ends up getting the girl at the end, and then Charlie Hunnam actually takes the fall for the murder because he realizes that he
finally comes around.
He screwed up his whole life, and he's like, "This is my finally opportunity to kind of distance myself, let him go on to some kind of success, and I will just stop getting in his way."
You use me in what I'm good at, and everybody knows it.
You set me up.
Why am I gonna look out for you?
I know what you're trying to do.
You don't know why I do what I do.
We're not gonna lose.
Well, just to backtrack, maybe like 15 or 20 minutes into the movie, so we find out why Yates, who is the casino, I guess, head, wants Sky to be delivered to him.
Yeah.
So basically, Sky is pregnant with his child.
Weird turn. by the way.
Artificially inseminated, though.
Because
Yes.
he's like 90 years
Yeah,
old.
he's dying.
He is old.
One foot in the
literally-
grave.
Yeah, he literally said like they had to pump it out of me. I'm like, oh right.
Yeah.
So
he's like, it doesn't even work anymore.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
what a show that is.
Yeah.
so,
What a
yeah, so
disaster of a human.
he actually says like, yeah, it's the way they impregnate horses. I'm like, all right, too much info for this movie, but we'll.
That's my
skip
favorite
that.
part. I was like, now I got interested.
I laughed. Yeah. It's basically so he's carrying, or she's carrying his child. That's why he wants her back because it's also a son.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Right.
be
It's supposed to be
heir-
his legacy.
Ex-
his
he
heir, all
actually
that
says
kind of
it's my
stuff.
legacy. So then, Lion comes in and ends up like capping all four of them. And then he was going to keep Yates alive, but he says something about Sky.
And he's in love, so he like.
And so he shoots him. And then
Executes
the
him.
way Hunnam gets caught is he left his ID at the crime scene, which
Dumb.
rookie move.
I know.
You
Yeah.
got to go back and get their
No,
license.
his whole wallet was there too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so then, like you said, at the end, he turned himself in and pretty much takes all four murders
Yeah.
that his brother committed. So, he can go on and.
Well, yeah, they
live.
come to like that final Jungleland, which was the whole
The
boxing or bare knuckle
battle royale.
Yeah,
the
they
battle
they
royale.
come to that, and it was weird too because his brother was losing the whole time. I was like, well, if he loses this fight
That's true.
and his brother gets locked up, like
So
worst case scenario.
I thought there would be a heavier focus on the battle royale. I thought we were going to get a couple good fights. I
Right.
thought there was going to be some
Nothing.
turmoil during that. Like
Yeah.
I thought he'd be boxing, and then something would happen during one of the matches. But that wasn't it at all. The whole thing was there's a fight in the beginning where you see where Charlie Hunnam screws up and
Yep.
he bets on his brother, and there ends up being some stuff that interferes with it. And then there's this long journey of getting
Well,
to
there's
the
a fight in
battle
middle
royale.
too.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't
Yeah,
count.
it
That's
doesn't
not.
really-
The parking
it's a,
lot.
it's a
Yeah, to
parking
get-
lot
yeah, that
street
doesn't count.
brawl. I mean,
But then there's that long journey to get to the next big thing of the movie, the whole
Yeah.
point of the movie. But that's the movie. It's what's in between. And I was just like, come on, speed up.
I also thought the name was very deceiving because it's called Jungleland and the contest of the battle royale is called Jungleland.
Right.
So to me, it's like, oh well, it's Jungleland, called Jungleland. We're gonna see a lot of Jungleland, and we
But you
saw
don't.
not. Yeah,
Yeah.
you saw like one round of a fight.
And
Right.
not even that was it. Yeah,
But all that aside, it was still a good movie,
No.
but it was misleading.
Well, it was very
Yes.
misleading. Well, first of all, we
And
thought this was going to
slow.
be like a Conor McGregor type movie, and it was like
Yeah,
the complete opposite of that.
I thought it'd be a little more into the life story of fighting and why he has to fight and
Yeah.
what's going on. And they did tell it to you. I mean, you did learn it. You understood why it was going on. I just wanted more of it.
It was more. I think this movie was more focused on the girl. I think.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Do you know what it
Oh.
reminds me of? Have you guys seen a movie called The Fighter with Christian Bale and
Yeah, of course.
Mark Wahlberg?
Of course.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of that, except not as good.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
This is
nearly
the
as
poor
good.
version,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
In
Yeah, exactly.
pun intended.
The
Therefore, this is the poor
The
version.
Fighter I thought it was awesome.
Is that
this
Mickey
was-
Ward? Is that what that was about?
No, it was it Mickey Ward?
I thought it was. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know, but anyway, so I thought it was
Could be
kind of
wrong.
like
Could be.
kind of like that, except like the redhead stepchild of that movie. It just
Yeah.
wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah, the poor version.
I still liked it.
What was your score?
7.
Another 7. Okay. Score me.
7.
Score me.
For what it was, I'm gonna give it
Oh, I thought you said 4.
a
I
5.
thought you said 4.
No, I said for what it was, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a 6.7.
Dude,
What
will you
is up
stop
with these
doing
decimal points?
You
I have
literally
to. Today.
No,
Today's
you
one of those
literally-
days.
You literally
You
told me
need
early
decimal
on. You're like,
points.
I gave movie like a 5.4. You're like, I was gonna do decimals.
I know. Well, this is turned into like Barstool Sports, like pizza reviews. Like, I just,
Yeah,
I had to do it because it's not a 7. It's not a 7.
well, it's
Like,
definitely
I
not a
give it a
6
7.
either.
I give it
It's
a
in the
7.
middle.
It's just misleading.
It's not.
If they came out and advertised it to be more of what it was, then I still would have given it a 7.
This comes off, or so they portray this as a fighting movie, which you don't see any fight. You see 2.
Yeah, very short clips. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm a boxer. I can fight. I'm not going to fight until the end, and you're gonna like it, and that's it.
Yeah.
well, it was gonna be a 5, but then the scene with the fat chick brought it to a 6.75. Because I laughed really hard at that.
You'll have to watch it to
Yeah.
find
That
that out.
I laughed real hard at that.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so that scene defined, and
He zoned in
crude.
on the fat girl and was like,
This is crude.
Mine.
This is crude, but that scene defined
You wanna
Charlie
see the
Hunnam's
pool?
character.
yeah.
But do you agree or you
Oh,
No,
absolutely.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
that defined
I
his
agree, yeah.
character, and that's why they did it. They
Yeah.
did that scene
Because that
to
had,
define who he was.
other than that had no bearing on
Yeah,
that.
and if you've seen this movie, you know what we're
Nothing
talking
else.
about.
Random clip, basically.
It was like it was 10 minutes of just like, here, let's push this in there. And I watched. I'm like, what's the point of this? Like,
I know.
Like, is she
But
someone's
the whole
sister?
point,
Just to see this the whole time.
the whole point. But the whole point is to show you the type of character Charlie Hunnam is.
Also,
That's why they did that.
Do you have a least favorite part? He sold his dog.
Yeah, I know for you.
That's it.
Yeah, you get the John Wick part.
That
Me,
dog was
this-
so malnourished.
Yeah,
No, the dog. That's what the dog's supposed to look.
Nah, that dog was so
It's a
hungry,
race
dude.
dog. All right.
My part that I didn't like from that movie is when they're in the school sleeping and she starts dancing for him. I was like, it just threw the whole thing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I thought like she was gonna dance for him and it would be something like either romantic or cute or something else, and it ended up being
Dancing.
stupid.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a lot of scenes like that where you're looking at it, you're like,
It just-
I don't know why it's in there.
It was going this way. It was going this way, and then suddenly it just went. Pew.
Yeah,
It was Alan's favorite part though, because that's when
Of
he like
course.
fell in love. So he was
Well,
like,
that
he's like, now it's getting good.
That's what he knew.
I'd still recommend this movie.
Nah, I
I just would recommend it knowing that it's a drama, not anything like an action.
Yeah, I would
wouldn't recommend
It's a good
it.
drama movie.
It's not.
listen. If it comes straight out to Amazon Prime,
Watch it.
then watch it. If you want to buy it,
All right, don't buy it.
don't buy it.
Yeah, no.
Don't buy it.
Any closing thoughts there, Mr.
That-
Decibel?
that's
No?
it.
All right.
6-7.
Wow.
It's fate.